Back in the Studio 10 kitchen with Lucy Greer. It is a Wednesday. Always happy to have Lucy here on the set.
Thank you.
Tell the folks what we're going to work on today.
Today we are working on a slow cooker recipe. A lot of people are always asking for these recipes, and now that kids are back in school and everybody's pressed for time, I thought this would be a really good one. So we're going to make a pork taco soup. Of course, everybody I know loves taco soup, and usually it's made with ground beef, but today I thought that we could just try it a little bit differently.
Carnitas. Pork
Yeah, exactly. We love carnitas at our house, which is, you know, cooked pork tacos. So that is actually kind of why I thought about this. So
very cool.
You must really enjoy that. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy this soup.
Absolutely. So tell the folks what you're doing now.
Okay, so I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and also 2 teaspoons of chili powder. So we are basically making our own Mexican spice rub. So it's pretty much all the same flavors that you would get in a packet, but I have all these spices in my cabinet anyway, so I just decided to mix it up. And this is actually the exact same spice rub that I used a few weeks ago. I think this is when you were on vacation, but we made turkey tacos and we made our own seasoning, so this is the same one. So if you saw that episode, this might look familiar. I
was jealous I missed that, but happy I get to be here for this today.
Yes. So now I have 1 pork tenderloin, which is a pork tenderloin is the long skinny one. You've seen them, we sell them in 2 packs, which is a super great value. So I'm just using 1, and it's about 1.25 pounds, and not to be confused with the pork loin that what you've seen in the store with this really big. So if you don't want to get a pork tenderloin, you could look for one of that pork loin that I'm talking about that's really big. We'll cut it up into smaller pieces and it'll say pork roast, and both of those cuts are super lean, so there's not much fat on this at all, which when you're cooking in a slow cooker, this is actually a great option because you know you don't want a whole bunch of fat in your soup. So if you're going to be doing this, look for the pork tenderloin or the pork loin roast.
Good tip there. So we've got that in there. And basically what you were talking about before is with school back in session now, you can start this in the morning and basically have it ready to go when you come home, correct?
Yes. So I cut this pork tenderloin, I just cut it into pieces just so when it cooks it'll just kind of flake apart really nicely, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour about half of this seasoning down over our meat, and then we're going to use the rest of it when we layer in the rest of the stuff.
That sounds good. I'll tell you what, we'll check back in with Lucy and the progress we're making on our slow cooker pork taco soup here on Studio 10. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.